Hello and welcome, boils and ghouls and all the creeps in between. Midnight Cryptworx here. Hope everybody's having a great day. So first of all, I just want to say happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Thank you so much for your service. We love you. Okay, so I have promised, and I am so sorry, Jasmine. I have promised my friend Jasmine Ambrosia that I would do a review on her book. It's been so busy lately, between, Halloween, and I had a psychic fair that I was reading tarot at, and I've just been super busy, so I haven't gotten to it, but I'm doing it now. So I'm going to be doing a book review, sorry about the glare, on this amazing book by Jasmine Ambrosia. I will put the link to her profile down below. Amazing witch, Ambrosia's book of Witchflight. And I probably should have reversed the camera, sorry. Yeah, unfortunately I don't even know if I can turn it around. I don't know, I can't figure it out, but it is what it is. But anyway, this book is called Ambrosia's Book of Witchflight, and I'm trying to read it backwards. It is called Traveling the Other World. You can see it's a pretty thick book. Here is the back of it. There's the lovely Ambrosia right here. If you want to read the back, you can go ahead and pause this and read it. Sorry about the glare. Let me kind of turn it for you. Yeah, it's kind of glary, sorry. But it's a great book. I really enjoy this. Now, this is coming from a perspective of the left-hand path, which, to be honest, I don't have a lot of experience in, but what I like about this book is that even though she is coming from the perspective of that practice, I still can read this book and relate to it, because a lot of things she says in here, you don't have to be in the left-hand path to kind of know what she's talking about, if that makes sense. So overall, my opinion, I would give this book 5 out of 5 stars. One thing I really like about it, which really has nothing to do with the content in here, is that the font is very big, so it's not like, it's not one of those books that's like packed full of information that's like, has tiny font. With that being said, the only hiccup I would say about this book is that I want more. I do want more information, because I would say about half of it is her experience in Witchflight and recipes and stuff like that. Let's see, about half of it, as you can see, but the other half at the end of it is all it's a log of spirits that she has encountered. So that's the only thing I like, that part that she listed all of the kind of spirits that she's encountered in her practice and in traveling. I just want more information on the front part of the book, but that's just me being, greedy. I absolutely love how the book is structured. I love the images in it, and I love, the whoops, sorry. After there's a chapter, there's little, images kind of separating the stuff. I like that. Of course, little things. It's not really, have to do with the information in here. But I like that personally. As far as the content in here, I love the stuff she talks about. Let me just run through some of the table of contents here. She talks about the witch fetch, which is a term I haven't heard before, but I understand what she's saying and I can relate to what she's talking about. Mirror jumping, the hallowed woods, I love that chapter too. Saved by blood, the owl woman, witch council, 4 kingdoms and stuff. She goes really in depth with the witch council and the 4 kingdoms, which is awesome. And I what I really do like about this book too is that she gives you information, obviously, about different ways to fly, right? If you don't know what Witchflight is, pick up the book. But she gives you information on that. But I like that, she also gives kind of a journal perspective almost of how she personally did it, and how her journey through it and how she felt, and what she saw, and who she not, I wouldn't say spoke to, but who she came across, and stuff like that. I love how personal the book is. Another thing I like too is, personally, I haven't read many books or seen many books that really describe witchflight and flying ointments and different I guess euthanagens and stuff that you can use to fly, right? And I really like that too, because it makes this book unique in my experience, if that makes sense. I would definitely say that, in my opinion, I'm not sure how she would describe this or not, or agree with me, I guess I should say. I would say that this book is probably for advanced witches. If you haven't flew before, or have taken flying ointments, or even mugwort tea to help you astral travel, or go to different realms and stuff like that, I wouldn't really recommend you starting out with this book. This is, in my opinion, an advanced or intermediate to advanced witchcraft. And again, I think my favorite parts, I loved how she has different techniques and she explains her techniques, because we witches are all different, right? We all have things that work for us, but my favorite is when she's talking about I know I keep saying this, but I just love how she details her experience, because a lot of books like this, it's almost like just an instruction manuals, you know what I mean? It doesn't really give you a personal, a personal journey that the author is going through, and I like how she does that in this book. Again, I just really love how I can relate to her practice in here, even though I'm not on the left-hand path. For example, I love the chapter 10, Wise Whispers in the Wood, when she's talking about how she found her spirit mound. And if you don't know what that is, get the book. Again, with the fetch, I knew what the fetch was, right? But I didn't have that term to describe it. Same with, the hallowed woods. I have been there in flight, but again, I never really knew the name of it, or even thought of the name of it. But with her describing it, I have been there, you know what I mean? And the way she describes the witch council is so interesting. If you've traveled, then I'm sure you know about the witch council. It's really interesting. I really recommend getting this book. I can't remember what I paid for it, to be honest, but you can get it on Amazon. I will try to put some links down below and stuff. It's really easy to find. Just search it. I mean, come on now. we all know how to use Amazon. But I highly recommend, 5 out of 5 stars. And again, if you're new to witchcraft, this is a good book to read and learn. But I would recommend not starting out with this book. But intermediate to advanced witches, absolutely get it. Grab it. So I'm not very good at book reviews, but I was honest, and I gave my my honest critique and review. I would never lie, because she's, I know her. I don't know her very personally. I've talked to her before. I consider her, a friend / acquaintance, so, with that being said, everything I've said is truthful. All right. Go get the book, and thank you, Ambrosia, for writing it. And I can't wait to read more. Please write more books, because I want more information, especially, on your practice and your experience with, the practice, right? Being a witch. All right. Pleasant screams, bugs, and kisses, and stay magical, my friends. Bye.